Hey guys, Christo Garcia. I'm here at the Evolution Center. I'm getting a little weekend practice in. And I'm working on what my teacher John was showing me, where he's trying to help me correct my shoulder path so that I can hit my irons better. He said that I told him that my driving was coming along great, but now my irons are not working so great. And it was because my shoulder path is different. The shorter clubs, your body moves in a slightly different way. So I'm working on clearing more. And this is the low left stuff that I talked about 9 years ago. Check out my video, Tiger Hogan Impact. In that video, Tom Watson talks about his inside over the top move, which is a very valid way to swing the golf club. It's the way Sam Snead and Bobby Jones swung the golf club. And Hogan did it as well. When you look at, I'm going to put some pictures on Instagram. You have to understand how your shoulder path works. And the reason why is so you can continue to apply pressure to the back of the shaft through the hit. So with a driver, I actually want to release the shaft so it's actually caught slightly on the upswing, but that had been causing me to lose my pressure on the club. Basically, I'm springing the shaft too early with my iron, so I'm trying to hold on to it more. So now basically I'm trying to hit my wedge, my pitching wedge, about 134, 135 is a smooth, solid pitching wedge. Normally my max pitching wedge used to be like 125. Well, with John, he hits his 145, and I hit a couple of them in the mid 140s, gas in it, but I want to be able to have an accurate swing, so I'm trying to get the most out of the club right now. So I'm going to hit some balls right now with my swing caddy. I have a link in the bio if you want to check it out. It's like $50 off these swing caddies. I find them to be very, very valuable. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to hit some balls and see what we've got. So instead of my shoulders going this way, which hurts my hip, I have to take the club back steep, but then I want to be able to turn more in this direction. So that's what my goal is right now. Do a couple practice swings. So I want to take it up and around, up and around, up and around, up and around. So when I do it correctly, it shallows out the shaft the way it ought to be.
$138 yards.
Okay, that was 138. Nice and smooth.
$138 yards.
Okay, that's 2 in a row at 138.
$140 yards.
Okay. So it looks like I'm loosening up, starting to hit it a little bit farther now. I gotta stay calm. I mean, I'm doing these swing changes and it's stressful. This game is just crazy. But I'll tell you, I've never hit pitching wedges this far before. You know, I think I'm definitely moving in the right direction.
143 yards.
143 yards.
One 131 yards.
Yeah, see, I could feel that time I didn't rotate. I kind of went laterally towards the target, which then it springs the shaft, and then I end up hurting myself. I could just feel it. Once again, my goal is to have a PGA Tour level pitching wedge.
One 140 yards.
Yeah, that was a nice smooth swing. Maybe that's the distance, 140.
One 134 yards.
I caught that just a little high on the face. I kind of came out of it. Down and through. Nice and smooth. That was solid.
138 yards. One 136 yards.
So that's about where I want my smooth pitching wedge to be. You know, if I gas it, maybe it's a few yards long. If I miss it a little, maybe it's a few yards short, but mid 130s, I'd be happy with that. It's way better than mid 120s. You hit a crapper and it's like 118 or 115.
One 135 yards.
All right, 135. That's a pretty good sesh, guys. Hey, I'm going to have an MSE driving intensive down in Tampa, May 8th, high noon, Sestone Golf Academy at West Chase Golf Club. You can email me, Christo@myswingevolution.com for details. Hit them long and hit them straight.